All right, salute everybody. Like, share, subscribe as y'all tap on there. Ticket TV live streams. Appreciate everybody for tapping on there, man. Shouts out to the LDBC. And let me get into this video, man. And salute to 78 Sports TV. He is a guy that's from Milwaukee. He is a Milwaukee Bucks fan. That is unquestioned. If he's a fan or not, true to the soil with the Milwaukee Bucks. Y'all press one if y'all can hear me in the comments. Let me get a mic check real quick before I get into this video. Can y'all hear me? Y'all press one if y'all can hear me in the comments. Let me get a mic check real quick just to make sure y'all can hear me. If y'all can't hear me, y'all can hear me? All right, so the brother 78 Sports TV, shout out to the brother, man. He put out a video just now blaming Doc Rivers for the loss, basically, in his title. But he also, spoke about the bad defense, which I agree with him on that. Doc Rivers, I thought, and I said this in my video as well, I thought Doc Rivers made a stupid mistake taking out Kyle Kuzma down the stretch the way Kyle Kuzma was cooking. I don't think he should have never took out Kyle Kuzma. He should have let him cook him. But I'm gonna say this. I think that 7-8, and I know that he is locked in on Giannis and the Bucks. I disagree with his assessment on Giannis and Antetokounmpo, and I'm gonna say this in this video, respectfully, because that's the homie. Giannis Antetokounmpo full of shit, man. And I'm going to tell y'all why. Giannis Antetokounmpo played during the summer. If his knee was so bad, he plays during the summer. He would be sitting out during the summer games if his knee was that bad. See, these dudes, let me say this. These dudes, you can have a sore knee and just play through it, and it just gets better. Guys play with sore knees and injuries like that all the time. We watch guys do this all the time for years. See, guys like what Doc Rivers has done, the part that I don't like that he's done, he has tried to convert to this new era and new way of doing things because of the new way of they're trying to coach in this league with limiting players' minutes and doing this, doing that. Man, if you a G, you a star, you clock them minutes, you go do what you do. There ain't no question about it. There's no excuse for Giannis. Giannis Antetokounmpo lost that game today. He had that major turnover down the stretch where he threw the ball and it hit the rim. That was major down the stretch because the game was in the balance. And I'm not saying that's the only thing that lost the game, but Giannis was not locked in today. He was not locked in most of the first half into this game. It was the other teammates that was keeping this game that had really jumped out and helped get the lead that was balling out of control. Giannis came on late. He played well. He had a stretch where he scored like 11 or 12 straight late. But he combated that with 4 straight offensive rebounds he gave up. He didn't box out. Sabonis killed him down the stretch in this game. Because Giannis is always going to get his numbers. His numbers always going to look good. But if you watch the game, if you watching the games and watching like what I'm looking at in the games, which I know 7 ain't watching the games, but if you looking at what we looking at in the games, this man lost the game. He didn't box out 4 times. That was 4 offensive rebounds down the stretch that he gave up. And then 7-8 said in his video that he felt like Dennis Schroeder was a difference. I totally disagree. To me, Russell Westbrook was the difference. Russell Westbrook was the energy guy down the stretch. He was the dude that was carrying them energy-wise, getting everybody going down the stretch in the second half of that game and all the way down the stretch throughout the fourth quarter of that game. It was Russell Westbrook that stood on business. That's who it was. Russell Westbrook's energy changed that game with that big tip, driving, his physicality, all those things he did, right? And I'm telling you guys this, right? Telling you guys this. So I disagree with my brother, man. I love 7-8, man. A nigga know I got love for him, man. I just disagree with him. And I wanted to make this video because I didn't want to let Giannis off the hook. That nigga don't deserve to get off the hook, in my opinion. And 7-8 said the referees, man, that's a part of the game. I know how the referees have been doing the Bucks. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it has been on some BS. It was some bad calls tonight in that game. But that was still a winnable game for the Bucks if Giannis just would have boxed out. If he would have boxed out Sabonis, it was 4 straight times he didn't box out Sabonis. And Sabonis just reached over and got the offensive rebound 4 times. Those was killers in the game down the stretch. All this happened in the fourth quarter in money time. So I feel like it was a combination of both Giannis Antetokounmpo and Doc Rivers' dumbass coaching down the stretch, taking out Kuzma when Kuzma was sitting on a heater, and Kuzma was a better defender with his size and what he was doing. I think Doc messed that up by taking him out down the stretch of the game. So, but I just think that Giannis deserves more cooking on this from his standpoint of from his standards, which are very high. MVP, best player in the world. He didn't play a good game today. 7-8 said he thought he played a great game. I don't think he played a great game. I think Giannis played a bad. I think it's a bad game for Giannis. I think it's a bad game for Giannis. Not even though I think it's a bad game, I think Giannis got bullied under the paint by Sabonis. Sabonis straight was pushing him. He was meeting him with his forearm, pushing him, trying to make sure he wasn't getting on the inside. He slowed up Giannis a lot down the stretch. Normally, Giannis had 35, 36 in a game like this in 32 minutes. So it wasn't, to me, it wasn't the minutes either, because Giannis do that, those numbers in these same minutes. But it's more force, it's more impact. Today, he just got beat. Sabonis is just more physical than him. And I wish they could show you, they let us show the video on YouTube, because I could easily go back to them 4 straight possessions where those were huge possessions. The game was in the balance. 4 or 5 point game, 3-point game, where Giannis did not box out 4 straight times. And his man, even the announcer tried to get upset, but he didn't want to say Giannis' name, but it was Giannis. Every single time that got bullied, it was Giannis under the basket that got ran up over. And I told you, I believe that came back from that low managing shit. Doc Rivers and them looked at the schedule. They seen these games coming up. They didn't want to play the dude all those games. And I totally disagree with that. I totally disagree with that. I think that if you're going to play in the NBA, you're going to play the schedule, you got to play the games, man. Because them dudes, like I said, Giannis and them play all summer. Him, Luka, them dudes will go play in them summer games. I don't think Giannis is cheating in the game. I don't think Giannis would purposely cheat in the game. John Wick. You know what I'm saying? I'm just respectfully disagreeing with my brother. I just disagree with what he said. You know what I'm saying? I love that nigga. He a real Bucks fan and he know what he talking about. But in this game, I disagree with him. And most of the time, I agree with 7-8 in his post-game analysis. In this game, I disagree. I think this is all on Giannis and Doc Rivers. I think this is all on Giannis and Doc. And I think it was on Doc because his dumb ass, I agree with 7-8 with the rotations. But Giannis, man, that nigga straight up gave up. That nigga gave up 4 offensive rebounds down the stretch in the fourth quarter. With the game on the line. Sabonis was bullying this nigga under the basket. And I never really seen nobody do that to Giannis like that too many times. Never really seen nobody do that to Giannis. You know what I'm saying? So them winning that game against the Warriors without Giannis, it backfired on them tonight. That karma turned around and bit them in their ass tonight. Now, the Bucks, in my opinion, they'll jump back on track and get back on track and get this thing going. You know what I'm saying? But, it was a lot of little factors too, man. Cole Anthony getting that dumbass 2 texts. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you're a bench guy. You ain't even supposed to be doing all that arguing and shit like that. What is you doing? So you got that aspect right there. Then you got other little aspects that feed into this situation. So, you know what I'm saying, into what happened today. AJ Green getting wide open threes down the stretch, blowing them, not hitting those threes. You know what I'm saying? Like, those was killers too, because he was wide open. Niggas hit him wide open. Normally, he knocked that shit down. One of them went in and out. He missed the other one. So, yeah, man, all love to my brother, man. I got love for the nigga, man. I totally disagree with that nigga on Giannis, man. Nah, man, that nigga Giannis on cap, my nigga. That nigga, I can show video film of that nigga not boxing out 4 times in a row, and Sabonis got all the offensive rebounds in the same spot. That was killing me. Me and the homies that was only watching the game, that was killing us watching that shit like that, because you don't never see Giannis get did like that. Not 4 times in a row. And every single time the Kings scored. Those was the backbreakers down the stretch. Now, with Doc Rivers' dumbass taking out Kuzma, he didn't help with his dumbass rotations. I thought that he waited and put the wrong dudes in at the wrong time. I just thought he was off tonight, man, with his coaching. I agree with 7-8 what he said about that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said before, man, and it's all love from my end, man. You know what I'm saying? But I had to say that, man, because Giannis ain't injured, man. Get the fuck out of here. If you injured, you can't play, sir. If you injured, you cannot play. Y'all don't even know what injuries is. Southpaw jab. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. If you're injured, you can't play. When guys are injured, they can't play, sir. Those where injuries are. I'm injured. You can't play. Right? If you banged up, you can play. You know, I watch Allen Iverson do this shit every fucking night. I watch Karl Malone do this shit every night. I watch Jordan do this shit every night. We put Giannis in the all-time great conversations. He gonna get all-time great smoke. I put Giannis in all-time great conversations. So that's what he gonna get. So all love, man. Like, share, subscribe, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. 7-8 probably listen to it right now. He ain't, or if he ain't, he'll probably hear this video. So, well, salute to him, man. Salute to everybody else, man. Y'all know what it is, man. I just wanted to respond because I don't want Giannis to get off the hook on this. I don't think he played well at all. At all. Straight up. And if 7-8 want, we can both do a live together about the shit. Because I like I said before, that nigga had me so mad because if you're gonna load manage. If you're gonna load manage and you're gonna sit out, why sit out against the Warriors? Yeah, the Bucks did win that game, but it bit them in their ass tonight. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Hey, I really appreciate you guys for supporting the channel, supporting the network. Like, share, and subscribe once again. There are links. Get the free membership on our website. That way you guys won't miss any of our news update stories or videos. They're all on the website, ticketvmedia.com. You go over there. You can go right to the members part and become a free member. That way you guys will get all the updates. Also, straight drop weight loss formula. Make sure y'all go tap in and copy some of that, as well as subscribing to our podcast show. Link will be pinned at the top of the chat down there below. And also, we just appreciate all y'all who support the channel. Cash App, PayPal.